Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to a little bit of guidance again with me, Julie Poole. Thank you so much for tuning in and spending this time with me. So, we are tea and tarot time with Julie. Get yourself a cup of tea. I got black coffee here, whatever it is that you want. Put your feet up, get comfy. Let's kick back and let's find out what's going on. So, I've really labelled myself. I've said, right, these readings are to nourish your life and nurture your soul. So, nourish your life, feed your soul. Let's see what's coming through. The energies at the moment are very changeable, right? We're all of us in this energy of shift and change. They're showing me the sands shifting. So we want to try and keep our balance while the sands are shifting underneath us. So let's see what the guidance is that comes through. And this is for the collective, okay? This is for everybody. It's not sign specific. This is just like an energy forecast, okie dokie. And those of you who've been booking in to join me on my in-person events, we've got London, we've got Orlando, we've got Vancouver. The link is below if you want to jump in and join me there for the day. It's going to be amazing. Okay, we've got Loyal Heart, a change in the wind. This is what I'm picking up, this change in the wind. But it's a blessing. So I want you to trust. They're saying stop, we want another deck. Okie dokie. Trust that these shifts are for you, not to you. Okay? All right. Strategy and caring connections. Alrighty, let's have a little look. These are the wisdom of the oracle. These are the energy oracle. Okay, I'm going to add in the tarot of dreams. What are the messages for my collective, please, that are drawn to this reading? Take what resonates, leave the rest. You know the drill. Okay, we've got the Four of Cups. We've got the Knight of Swords in the middle of your reading with the Eight of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Swords, lots of swords, okay, Seven of Coins, Four of Wands, and the Sun. Okay, that's a nice way to end that tarot batch. Let's get you a couple of affirmations. These are mine from Hoping to Having. Okay. We've got happiness, protecting and nurturing your own happiness. Okay. All right, let's have a little look what else we've got. Happy again. Okay, this is all about your happiness, my beautiful people. All right, we'll go into detail now. Let's get a couple of these and then we'll pull it together. These are the Everyday Spirit Guide affirmation cards. Master Manifester. Super. We like that. And one more, please. Oh, that one's sticking out. Okay. Oh, were all of them? No. No, just this one. Okay, but these are relevant at some point. So I'm just going to kind of put them down here for a minute. All right. Time out and free yourself. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'm chatting to them upstairs. Sorry, I don't mean to not talk to you when I'm talking to you. But they do interrupt, okay, my team upstairs. All right, now, what's going on? Right, so the energies at the moment are really focused on you, not the world and his wife, you, right? We often live for and through other people, keeping other people happy, meeting other people's needs. Being stuck in a bit of a rut, just drifting. These are words that they're giving me. Are you drifting or are you living? Are you stuck in a rut, Four of Cups? Are you feeling there are no choices and options? Okay. Right, so I'm listening to what they're saying. Okay. There's also some cleansing energy going on, some healing energy going on, releasing energy going on. Okay. All right. I hope this is making sense to you. If it is, you'll be sitting there going, yeah, I know exactly what she means. If you're sitting there going, this is making no sense to me at all, that's okay. Come back in a week or so and see if it makes sense then. All right. Because this is timeless. It will be for when you find it that is right for you. If you don't feel drawn to this and you clicked off in the first, what are we up to, 4 or 5 minutes, It's not for you at this time, and that's all right. Doesn't mean it's not for you in a week or two. So I'll just leave that one with you. But the focus is about you asking yourself, am I happy? Could I be happier? What would that happiness look like? And what can I do about it? All right. So as we step into that energy, the first energy that we need then is to free yourself from anything that you think, well, I'd like to do that, but I can't because, right. So let's just allow that freedom to come in. Freedom is yours. All right. You have freedom to create what you want to create. And many of you will say, no, I don't. But this is this energy that's coming in at the moment. Well, it's not coming in. It's already here, is what my team is saying. This is the time to get really self-aware about what you want and to do a little bit of digging and a little bit of research. Okay. So let's start with I'm free to at least explore some options. All right, and then I'm going to do a bit of research, I'm going to find out, and then I will see what unfolds. Okay, so any part of me, let's look at this one for a minute. Free yourself. It's time to make a decision. Follow your heart. Sometimes screaming helps. I like the humor in these cards, it's very me. Okay, so where do you feel stuck? Where do you feel trapped? Where do you feel you can't? Because I just want to, for a little minute, release all of that and imagine that this was my first day on this planet and I had freedom to live the life that I choose. What would that look like? That's your starting point. And then you kind of feel forward from there. Does that make sense? Okay. Because these two are coming in. I want to bring these up to you over here. Right, happiness. They're both focused on happiness. I am happy. I radiate out contentment and serenity. And then this one, wrong way around. Sorry, beg your pardon. Okay. I protect and nurture my own happiness. I ensure that I do not sacrifice my own happiness for another. So do you see the emphasis here? 2 cards out of 52, I think, are in that deck. Both about happiness coming out together. Am I happy? What do I want? What would happiness look like to me? What might it involve? So that's your starting point, okay? Well, I'm just saying to them, you said something else was the starting point. But freeing yourself. If I was, the starting point is, if this was my first day on planet Earth, what would I want to create? How would I free myself from what is holding me down and holding me back? How can I step into greater happiness? I am a master manifester, all right? A master manifester. Hang on, let me just get it to focus. There we go. Congratulations, you made it. Everything is possible. Always know that you can, okay? Because some of you, a lot of you, if not, they're saying most of you, need to move on from something. Stop wasting your energy. It's time to let go. You deserve better. So let's start then. Saying to them, that's the 3rd time you said let's start there, right? Sorry, we're talking amongst ourselves up here. All right. Having looked at, if I was free, what do I want? If I really look at my happiness and I want to manifest it and I move on from what isn't making me happy, let's actually take a little bit of time out to reflect on all of that. Something was too much, relax, go on holiday. All right. Now, you can't all of you go on holiday. I appreciate that. But you can have a mental holiday from, I'm releasing all those commitments for a minute. I'm taking some time out to figure out what's important to me. That time out can be, we don't turn the television on tonight. I sit and meditate and contemplate. Maybe I journal and write out my desires. Maybe I sit and just contemplate what's important to me. So I'm going to take a little bit of time out. If you can get away, even better. Because what's that saying? A change is as good as a rest. When you really just step away from everything, you can see more clearly. So they're asking you, let's come on to this then, okay, to look at the loyalty to your own heart. Now, I know there's two owls here. Let's come up here. There's two owls here looking at each other. And so the card signifies a couple. But I want you to see this as you and you, all right? If you were to look in the mirror and talk to yourself and say, what does this person staring back at me in the mirror want? Am I being loyal to my own heart? Am I being loyal to my own dreams? Do I even know what they are? Do I even ask myself what they are? So I'm going to work that out. And that egg that they're sitting on, these owls, that's the egg of happiness that wants to crack open. So what does that happiness look like for me? Yeah. So I am in this creative energy. By focusing the energy on my heart, I drop into the Empress energy. So the Empress is the master manifester. She is the creator. She steps into sowing the seeds for what I want to build and grow for myself going forward. And what does that look like? And I'm going to nourish them, nurture them. I'm going to water those seeds and I'm going to let them flourish. But I need to acknowledge where I feel stuck. So we have this stuck energy. This Eight of Swords is the stuck energy. Where do I feel I can't? Where do I feel it's impossible? This is where we free ourselves. Let's just imagine I could leave that job, or I could leave that relationship, or I could change my location and live somewhere else geographically. If I could, what would that look like? What would it feel like? Because once we acknowledge where we're stuck, and that's important, you know, to just gloss over it doesn't work. Let's look at what is holding me stuck then. I might be in a contract where I literally can't leave without a month's notice. Contract for a mortgage. I can't just up and leave. It's looking at, okay, that's where I'm stuck. So what's the solution? What's the strategy? What's the plan? Because this change wants to come in. So start with that loyalty to you. Am I happy? Am I fulfilled? Where do I feel stuck? Where do I want to move on from? Whom do I want to move on from? Take a bit of time out to figure it out and then come into this loyalty to myself first. What do I want to create? Acknowledge where I'm stuck and then look at what do I need to change to unstick me. Okay, because the change in the wind is here. And this is what I was just asked to do this reading for you guys from upstairs, saying, look, we've got these shifting sands. There is a lot of change going on at the moment. We're going into, well, we're already in the higher vibration. So the desires for when I'm in a higher vibration, I want to live more from joy, more from the heart, more from a place of love. So if I'm isolated and unhappy, that's not aligning with those things. So what can I do to change that? So the change is coming in. And we're going to acknowledge with that Four of Cups where I'm dissatisfied, bored, stuck, stagnant, not in a moany, groany way, but in a, is this really working for me, this life? Could it work better with a few tweaks and changes? It might be little tweaks, but it might be big tweaks. Let's figure it out. As we do, we allow the change to start to come in, and it brings to an end the stuck, stale, stagnant, old, not working for me energy anymore. The Ten of Swords is the endings of the stuckness, the staleness, the anxiety, the trouble. Yeah, we go from the 8 where I feel stuck to the 9 where I'm anxious and sleepless nights because I don't know what to do about it. I allow the change to come in, and then I move to the 10, which is the ending of that struggle. Now I'm stepping into the blessings. I'm stepping into woohoo. I'm in master manifestor mode. I'm making things change. Now this doesn't have to be in the next 2 or 3 days. This can be the beginnings of this shift. Because remember, with the Empress, you know, she's holding a baby in this deck. In other decks, she's pregnant. It takes 9 months to grow a baby, not 9 days. But we put the seeds in and we nurture it and we allow it. So you may be setting the scene here to say, where do I want to be this time next year? How do I want to experience the coming summer or the coming winter? Does it look like it does now, or am I going to make these changes? So you're stepping into the change. It's a blessing. we've got this beautiful being here, sort of part of the bubble, floating along. Do you notice the face of the universe in the bubble? All right, the universe is guiding you, soul is guiding you. This is a blessing. Number 22 is a master number, and 22 is all about building, creating, growing, very often linked with love and relationships, but it's that first relationship with yourself about what is fulfilling me. So this is a blessing, this change, but it doesn't feel rushed. It feels that I need to take a little bit of time to figure things out and then gradually be moving into making those changes happen. Now we've got the Knight of Swords in the middle of the reading here. Now Knights are action cards, and the Knight of Swords is action on communicating. So I might be researching, sending emails, asking questions, getting quotes. I might be looking into mortgages, new homes, new jobs, new relationships, dating, whatever it is for you, okay? Can you take those feathers off my face? It's annoying me. Thank you. Okay, thanks. Right. So the Knight of Swords, we are communicating, first of all, to ourselves, then to the universe. This is what I'm kind of on this trajectory towards. Thank you for helping me. And then we are sending out emails, phone calls, research, figuring it out to take action on this change that we are manifesting and moving on to. Now we've got the 7 of coins under here, so I'm sowing those seeds now to get the harvest later on. The 7 of coins is a similar energy to the Empress, but sort of further back. She's sitting under the tree with her basket, her empty basket, ready to gather the fruit that the tree is ready to release. This is a card of I put the work in now and I reap the rewards later down the line. But I need to put the work in on a regular basis. She doesn't just plant the seeds and come back, you know, in 5 years' time to see the tree has grown. She looks after those seeds. She waters them and weeds them and nourishes them and feeds them and does what she's got to do so that that tree grows strong, healthy branches to give wonderful fruit. So it's the harvest card. I'm putting the work in to get the harvest. So I'm coming up with a plan. We've got the strategy card here. So that what is my plan? It's not going to happen all by itself just from wishing and hoping. You know, that's why my books are called From Hoping to Having. We start with the hoping, but then there are things that we need to do along the way to move it from hoping to having. So where's the plan? There's the strategy for me to move forward, 8 of Wands. Now the 8 of Wands is forward movement without restriction. It's the minor arcana equivalent of the Chariot. So we're moving ourselves forward now towards the sun, towards happiness, towards caring connections. That can be new friendships, new community, having a deeper connection with people. Those of you who are isolated, those of you who live in the middle of nowhere, those of you that have no family, this is the time to say, okay, can I get involved in my local community? If there isn't a local community, is it time for me to move home into more of a community setting? And if not, that's okay. Perhaps I join an online community, but I want to be connecting more with life, with people, with new friends and friendships. So we're moving ourselves forward towards something better. The 4 of Wands can be a new home. It can be a relationship going to the next level. It can be a promotion or opening up a new business. It's always about taking things up to the next level. It's saying, I've done the foundations. That's what the Empress is doing, sowing those seeds. So is she with the 7 of coins. I've got my plan and my strategy. I've sown my seeds now. So my foundation is solid. So what I'm building now is going to grow. It's going to grow and go to the next level. And this is the 4 of Wands is ready now to go to the next level. So everything is improving, upscaling. Okay, so we're moving it forward towards more positivity, brightness, happiness that's involved with these caring connections. Now, this could be romantic, doesn't have to be. This can be improving the relationship you've already got. This can be a new relationship that you're creating. But this can be new community, new friendships, new work colleagues, new customers, new clients. But it's this caring connection that you are developing. Now, you don't have all the answers with that Two of Swords in the middle. She's blindfolded. She can't see everything. I don't know all the detail. I don't know how this is going to unfold. But if I can trust that this is a blessing, that if I can trust I'm moving towards a happier life for myself that's more enriched, that's more fulfilling, that's better for me, then I can figure out the detail along the way. I can figure out what I need to know as I move along this path. This is a card of I don't know right now, but I'll find out. Because I can pull that blindfold off by doing a bit of research, a bit of digging and finding out more. But I'm going to trust that I'm moving towards this greater happiness. These shifting sands are moving me out of what was stuck and stale, what was making me feel trapped. I'm moving towards something so much more positive, higher vibrational living from the heart, being loyal to you, your dreams, your hopes, wishes and aspirations, lifting into the next level. All right? Okay. What else do you want to say? They're taking me back to the timeout card. They're saying just be aware that most of you are very busy on the merry-go-round of life, and you don't often have the time to question, am I happy? Could I be happier? What would that look like? What would that feel like? That this time out, just prioritize it. Prioritize you, loyal heart. Prioritize your future. Because what you're setting up in 2025 and 2026 is a long-term impact over the next 30 years. So let's make these 2 years count and let's start it now. Who do you want to be by the end of this year? Where do you want to be? What does life look like for you? And then we're taking action, action, action with a plan to make it happen. All right? Okay. Anything else you want to add, clarify? No. Go to the angel cards, they're saying. Okay. These are the angels of Atlantis. Messages for the collective about this shift, please. Okay, thank you. We've got Raphael with cleansing, Michael with patience, and Hamael with integrity. Okay, so what needs cleansing? We can see here with that Four of Cups underneath, where I'm dissatisfied, stuck, stale, that needs to go. I want to move more into a life of fulfillment. So what needs to be cleansed, freed, released? We're going to let it go. We're going to be patient with Archangel Michael in the middle here, that we don't expect to turn our life into our dream life overnight. But that doesn't mean we sit and do nothing. We're taking action as appropriate. We've got our plan. We're sowing our seeds, but we're patiently waiting for them to grow and flourish. Now, everything that we're doing with this strategy and this forward movement with the Eight of Wands underneath it, we're doing from a place of balance and integrity. Okay? Balance. The scales here, the scales of justice, the karmic scales, everything coming into balance. I'm doing it from a place of integrity, honesty, being honest with myself, being honest about my life, being honest about my happiness. And I'm doing it from a place which just feels right for me in my heart. Let's find out some more. Listen to your heart. Please listen to your heart. Right, the angels are with you, giving you comfort. They're asking you to look at your health, and they're asking you to look at your harmony. Let's look at these together then. Let me bring this back up. Look at that beautiful angel comforting that person. We find change scary, don't we? Yeah, we're scared. To free ourselves, is it going to be okay? Yeah, just ask your angels to comfort you, reassure you, hold you, that everything is unfolding for you and they are there to help you. They want you to look at your health. How is your current life impacting your health? How is your current stress, busyness, or unhappiness affecting your health? Because it will, all right? A body that is in harmony. Got my finger over that. A body that's in harmony is vibrating at a harmonious high frequency. The heart is open, the energy is flowing, it's aligned. When we're living the right life, we are in harmony, and our cells in our body are harmoniously balanced. But when we're living the wrong life, in the wrong location, the wrong job, or we feel stuck, trapped, helpless, hopeless, it affects our health in multiple ways, emotionally, mentally, energetically. So this is the time for you to really look at, I choose health and happiness. I'm bringing my world, life and being into harmony, and I'm going to do what I need to do to make it happen. I don't have to do any of this. I can carry on exactly as I am because I have free will. But if I choose greater happiness, then I need to free myself from what is making me unhappy. I need to move on from it. I need to take a time out to really examine everything. And now I'm moving towards, I deserve it, I'm having it, and I'm moving myself into a better space than I've ever been before. All right? So that's what I have for you, my beautiful collective, as this message for you whenever you find it. I hope it helps. I'm going to put a playlist up here about other of these messages that have been coming through over the last month or so. Just see if you feel drawn to any of them. Don't worry about when they were posted. Just allow yourself to be drawn to what feels right for you. And those of you interested in my events, I'm going to pop the playlist up there. Orlando, Vancouver and London this year, in person, full day with me, manifesting and creating. It's going to be amazing. All right, my beautiful people, I'll see you next week. I'll be back then with more of your signs readings, picking up with Aries, Taurus and Gemini next week for you. All right, I'll see you then. You take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.